The ultimate showdown: Bull Terrier versus American Bulldog. You see these two dogs, man? Two thick-muscled beasts. One, a compact, explosive fighter with unmatched intensity. The other, a heavy-hitting powerhouse with bulldozer strength. This is the Bull Terrier versus the American Bulldog. Who wins when raw muscle meets relentless aggression? This ain't no walk in the park, folks. Stay until the end. This one's closer than you think. All right, let's break this down. First up, we got to talk about size. The Bull Terrier, they're coming in at 50 to 70 pounds. Low to the ground, stocky, dense muscle packed into a small frame. They're like those little tanks, man. Built for sudden charges and close combat. Now, the American Bulldog, that's a different beast altogether. We're talking 75 to 100 pounds. Taller, broader, heavier. This is a dog that can move some serious weight. More power, more weight, harder to push around. You try shoving an American Bulldog, you're gonna need a running start. So, in terms of sheer size and brute force, American Bulldog takes the cake. No question. Let's talk about bite force, man. This is where things get interesting. The Bull Terrier, they're known for their bite. They deliver 270 psi of bite force. That's like getting your hand caught in a vice grip. They bite hard, and they don't let go. But the American Bulldog? Oh man, they're on another level. We're talking 305 psi. More pressure, wider jaws, and heavier impact. Imagine getting hit by a sledgehammer with teeth. That's the kind of power we're talking about here. So, in terms of crushing power, Bulldog wins again. Now, a fight isn't always about the first few minutes, right? We gotta talk about stamina and energy. Bull Terriers, they're like those sprinters, man. Huge bursts of energy, but shorter endurance. They fight hard, but not for long. They're gonna burn bright and fast. The American Bulldog, they're more like marathon runners. They've got good stamina, but they're heavier. Over time, their energy can drop quickly under pressure. It's like carrying a backpack full of bricks, you know? So in a longer fight, this one's a tie. It all depends on who can dictate the pace. All right, let's talk about speed and agility. This is where the Bull Terrier shines. They're quick, compact, and hard to grab. They're like those little ninjas, man. They dodge, spin, and strike with explosive energy. The American Bulldog, they're strong, but not as agile. It's more about charging than dancing. They're like that linebacker coming at you full speed. You're gonna feel it, but you might see it coming. So, in terms of speed and reflex, Bull Terrier wins this round. This is where it gets really interesting, man. We gotta talk about fighting instinct and style. Bull Terriers, they go all in. Relentless, fearless, and aggressive. They charge, clamp, and don't quit. They're like those berserkers, man. Just pure chaos and fury. American Bulldogs, they're more strategic. They'll try to overpower and dominate, slow, methodical takedowns. They're like wrestlers, looking for that clinch, that takedown, that opportunity to wear you down. So in close combat chaos, Bull Terrier might overwhelm, but in strength-based control, Bulldog holds its ground. So who walks away from this brawl, man? If it's a short, explosive fight, the Bull Terrier could land the first strike and dominate early. They've got the speed, the agility, the ferocity. But the American Bulldog has more power, more bite force, and more durability. It can absorb the hits, push back, and slam the Terrier into the ground. It's a tough one to call, but in the end, I gotta go with experience and power. Final verdict, American Bulldog wins, with a 60% advantage over the Bull Terrier. So there you have it, folks. The American Bulldog takes the crown in this epic showdown. But hey, every fight's different, right? Who would you choose in a real fight? Speed and fury, or strength and pressure? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic dog battles.